Happy Friday, you guys. Hi. Oh, I am just sitting at home working on my gift knitting right now because it is seriously crunch time. I'm not even kidding, guys. I just realized someone told me it was 2 weeks away from Christmas today. Hey, Jess. And that about blew my mind a bit. I'm not gonna lie. 2 weeks? Are you kidding? I just added like 3 more people to my list. I don't know how we're supposed to do this. You guys, hi. Evening, you guys. I'm so glad to see you guys are here. Hi. So I'm working right now. Not working. I'm knitting happily. Hey, Meg. Hi. So I'm working right now on like my 3rd pair of burrow mitts, I think. I don't know. It was the subtle set that I had in my shop. I'm making them for someone who could possibly get on here, so we're just gonna right now. Hi, guys. Okay, so Friday night is when everyone's available, huh? Okay, so I'm working on the smallest possible gift knits that I can right now. Hi Canada, Quebec, because I can say that right. Yeah, I'm trying to work on the smallest possible knitting projects as I can, because yeah, there's only 2 weeks left and I keep adding people to my list. You guys have that problem too? Have you been adding people like last minute onto your list? I think I'm just a glutton for punishment. I really do. But I'm very curious to see. Oh, thank you. There's 1, 2, and then I have one right here next to me, a tiny, tiny one right there, and then we're putting 2 out front in a little bit. What needles are those? I use Knit Pro Zings, I think. Yeah, Knit Pro Zings the most. They're so much more easier for me to use, and they don't give me the option of tattoo because I dye yarn, and so many needles just create this big old hole in my finger. And then when you're dyeing yarn, there are some people out there that don't get dye on themselves, as you guys have seen in the past. It doesn't matter if I'm on a full bodysuit, I'm gonna get dye everywhere on me, and so dye gets into that little thing, and I finally don't have one. So, and those were because of signature needles, which I still do have, and are my last option to use. I like them because of their grip, but I don't like having a tattoo on my finger every time I use them. Yeah, so I love Knit Pro Zings. I actually order mine from the UK. I think the Etsy shop is called Collie Crafts or Collie Crafting or something like that. When I first started knitting, that's who I went to, and she's been great. Shipping's a little bit longer because of COVID and because she's in the UK, but I'm gonna keep going there because I have so many pairs of these now, but because I'm really bad at losing things sometimes in my own home. So I have a million sets of these, which I'm very grateful for. And you guys are all talking. I'm sorry, let me catch up. Let's see. Kensington, Maryland, hi. Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm not the only one who keeps poking themselves with those needles. 2 things out of 5, yay. The rest are socks. I bought a sock knitting machine for that reason for Christmas, and I bought a bunch of self-striping yarn, both from Knit Picks and from Nomadic Yarns, and I cannot figure it out. And I don't want to waste yarn on it, so I've been trying it with scrap yarn and stuff, and my friend's gonna video chat me and help me figure it out, but I am not good. I have some hang-ups, so we'll see how that goes. But I love it, and I can't wait to use it. I was planning on doing socks for my entire family, and I have the yarn for it, but then I'm like, I don't want to ruin the yarn on this thing, so I'm waiting until she's available to help me, because that would be really bad. Taking your time. Yeah, that's true. That's nice that you're not gonna, yeah, I'm just trying to ship them all out real fast, really. Interchangeable sets. I haven't tried those. I'm always really skeptical about using interchangeables because I have a couple. The only ones that I've found that have been decent have been the Chiagu red lace set, but still, those come undone. And I found, Hiya Hi is actually really good, but again, I don't want a tattoo. I don't want a tattoo on my finger. And I kill myself with those. Those ones are really sharp. And I know they're great for lace, but I don't knit lace that often. And so for just regular knitting or even cabling, I prefer something with a little bit of a duller edge. That's why I go with these or with Chiagu. But yeah, hiya. They're great. I don't love the cable. And that's why I'm very particular about using Chiagu red lace as well, because I love their cable. So yeah, that's my little soapbox of knitting needles. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what I just did. There we go. Okay, let's see. Hi, you guys. Hi, everyone joining us. Bonjour. Let's see. Good old Nebraska. Hello, Nebraska. On my website next year, the Christmas Advents, those usually, it's really hard because the earlier you put them online, depending on which website you go with, if you're on Etsy, if you're on Shopify, if you're on like all these different, like I've been on Etsy and I'm on Shopify right now. But every 3 months, if you have an order that has not been shipped out quarterly, the dyer or the maker gets charged a percentage. And so I've been charged so much because I put them up, I think, in May last year. And so I think this next year I'm going to put them up in August. Just because I can't. It's fine, obviously. I mean, it was a great event, and I love that everyone's enjoying their Advent so much, but I think what I'm getting at is that it's going to be a little bit later in the year than it was this year. And I think a lot of dyers just put them up super early because we know that a lot of people want them, but mentally it's just like, oh my god, it's Advent time already? Oh, I need to put mine up before no one wants mine anymore. You know, just the negative self-talk and the mentality you get as a, just in any kind of job field. And so I know I was just like, oh, I need to get those up there. Oh my gosh. But this next year, I really think I'm going to wait until about August. My mom, Yarn Cafe Creations, who does it with me, she may put hers up a bit sooner because I don't think she gets charged the same way I do. So that's just with us. So she'll probably put her 100 up first, and then I'll put my second 100 up. And they're the exact same Advent. We do it split up on our websites. So it makes it a lot easier tax-wise. Let's see. Hey, Eden. Let's see. I've heard Addy clicks are good. I've actually never tried an Addy needle because I think it's because I've tried so many different needles thus far that I'm like, Addy can't be that good. I have Chiagu. You know, I'm stuck in my thinking. Hey, Sammy. Or Samantha, sorry. Let's see. Hey, Houston. And New Hampshire. And Kelly. Oh, hey, everyone. Year 5 is your favorite book. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about Year 5. I'm so excited. It's actually my mom's favorite book. Mine has always been the 3rd one because I love the Marauders. But I also love, obviously, the 7th one just because of how much information it has in it. And it's just like, I love it when authors click things into place. And they're just really, really good at foreshadowing the entire story through the entire series. And then all of a sudden at the very end, you're just like, everything makes sense all of a sudden. So I love it. But yeah, those are my 2 favorites. I know my mom's is the 5th book though, so she's gonna have a heyday with that one for sure. Yeah, no, I miss being on YouTube, especially with Mom. But I'm doing Vlogmas on mine on Dragon Hoard Yarn channel. The last 2 days have been a little bit sparse, a bit. But I took today off just because I've been doing so much heavy duty dyeing. You should see my back. I'm not even kidding. I have those icy hot patches. I have like 4 of them, I think, on my back right now. Oh, it's been crazy. But today's just been like relaxation for the body and the mind because the Salem sweater pre-order kits was amazing. I was floored actually just by how great everyone was being, and I really wanted to get those out and hopefully under everyone's trees by Christmas, or like for Christmas, in case there were presents or anything, or just, you know, gifts to yourself, which is so good. But I have been vlogging, I have been doing Vlogmas, and I've actually been keeping up with it. I'm amazed. But today's a little bit more heavy into it, and I chit chat with you guys, and I did a couple things today, so yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. I've been having a lot of fun doing it. Eric makes fun of me, but I love it. And Lulu's not up here right now. She is downstairs. Eric's like, you're not going to use her as eye candy. I'm like, I know, fine, that's fine. I'll use my trees. But she's been so great. I did hear from watching Christy Glass's Vlogmas, though, that apparently Frenchies have a naughty face. And Lulu is almost exactly 1 month younger than her Louise French Bulldog. Not looking forward to that, because I'm just like, Lulu's doing so good. We've had so many puppies in the past, but we had them all at once. We had 4 puppies and then Jalander and Jasper in like a 700 square foot apartment because it was an accident. And Lulu's been so great. And I'm just now in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, you just wait. The terrible twos are coming but in dog years. Yeah, that's going to be scary. Oh, God, I keep doing weird stuff. Okay, stop. Okay, catching up. Hello, Hawaii. I already said hello, Hawaii. Sorry. Let's see. Christmas in July. Yeah, I could get that like on July 31st because that's his birthday, right? Advent kit is stunning. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. We had so much fun putting it together, and I'm really loving the Fade into Fae too, because wool and pine. On Instagram, they designed something with the Fae Advent. You're just going to need like 1 skein to go with it. So I'm making kits for them, and I'm going to have the skeins available as well to purchase alone later. But oh, their design is so pretty, so I can't wait. And I hope a lot of people knit with that. And the Hobbit one starts tomorrow. I'm so excited. It's a good month. It's a good month. And I think actually some of the Fade into Fae, I am going to be making full skeins. And I know a lot of the Hobbit ones I fell in love with a lot of those earth tones in that one, so I'm excited about that for sure. Let's see. Hello, everyone. You missed everything. No, I'm kidding. Almost as good as seeing you at Yarn Festival. I cannot wait until we can do those again. I really can't wait. I told so many people now, I'm just like, as soon as like things are good, relaxed, safe, in the future, which is fine, I'm going to be flying everywhere. I'm going to be going to every yarn shop and every festival and just seeing everyone and being around everyone, because that seriously is always what it's about. For me, at least, with the festival, because it's like, I dye yarn, I have yarn. I knit, I love to knit. That's great. I want to see my people. So I can't wait until that happens again soon. But it'll happen. It'll happen. And we're getting there. It's fine. Gave up on Addie. Addie Lace is now my go-to. Okay. I might give it a shot. Hello, Baltimore. Oh, I miss the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival. I really miss that one. Chiago Interchangeable. Okay. Carbons. I love Zings. I'm right there with you. Hey, Kimmery. Your kids don't know when I'll get a chance to start them. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And thank you. Yeah, it's been blowing. Oh, you got your kit. Yay! I'm guessing, sorry, I'm really catching up. I'm guessing you're talking about the Salem kit. I'm so excited about those. Gothic Daydream ones should already, for the most part, be there for people. All the other ones went out yesterday and this morning, so, except for 2, because my counting was off, and so I'm dyeing those up on Monday, but they'll be out Tuesday, so I'm happy about that. Oh, but I'm so excited. I can't wait for everyone to start knitting on them. Oh, I love them so much. And yeah, thank you. I love my pups too. They've been a little crazy. I think they're enjoying having Eric home more, which is great. And then having a puppy in the family has been a learning curve for everyone. So, but they're being a lot more active recently, so that's been great for them. Beagle had terrible tooth. Oh God. Yeah, it's gonna be, not looking forward to the terrible twos. Each year, I mentioned this earlier, the Advents for me are probably going to be going late July, beginning August. Those 2 months are next to each other? Yeah, okay. Late July, early August, I would say. Let's see. Oh, I'm so glad, Megan, that you like those minis. I didn't know if they were gothic enough for you, honestly. I was thinking that when I was dyeing them, I'm like, I don't know if she's gonna like this one. But I'm glad you like them. I really liked them. Yeah, you should have, I'm not gonna lie, you should have grabbed the Hobbit one. I really like those colors. But I will hopefully be bringing, if not all of them, most of them. We're going on an adventure. The one that you guys are gonna see tomorrow on Instagram, if you follow people who purchased it. And if you watch my story, I'll be reposting, but that one might be my favorite. That one and further on. I'm not going to ruin any more names because I just ruined that. Sorry. Oh, an Outlander one. That's not a bad idea. I say that now because Advents are done and I don't remember all the trauma from getting those finished. That's a real possibility. I love Outlander. Honestly, I was thinking about doing a couple different 12 Days of Christmas just so they're more accessible to people, just monetarily. I was thinking of a Doctor Who one, because we could start at different doctors or do different doctors each year. Me and Eric already have a Halloween one planned, and I have a different Halloween one planned. And I'm so excited about them. I don't know that it's going to be, I know everything I do is a Court of Thorns and Roses, but I don't think it's going to be that themed. It's going to be more... I'm not telling you. But it's one that Eric's on board about, and so I'm really excited to do that with him. Both of them are, actually, and one of them is a TV show on Netflix that might have to do with Jim Henson. I'm excited about that one. Bring you with me. Okay, Kimmery, let's go. I really want to go back to Houston. I want to see everyone up there. That yarn show was so much fun. I loved hanging out with you guys and doing that little class, if we call it a class. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Hey, Colorado. Oh, God, it started snowing here today a little bit, and I, dropped everything. I'm like, it's snowing! And then it stopped. But I'm hoping it picks back up because I really want a white Christmas, and then it can just stop snowing. But I really want a white Christmas, and I really want to see my decorations in the snow. Hello, Harry Potter one again next year. Yes, we're going to be doing year 5. We committed at the very beginning of doing all of these to do at least 7 years. So we are doing those together. Year 5 will be coming out next year. Oh my God, I keep doing things. Let's see. Sock sets out of the Hobbit colorways. Oh, that's an option. That's not a bad option. Maybe January will be the month of the Hobbit. And I'll just bring a lot of them in full skeins and do some sock sets. It seems like a lot of people are wanting to do sock sets, and I think it's because we've been trying to get our Christmas sweaters done, our Yule sweaters done, our big Christmas knits done, and everyone's just I just need mindless knitting. And I want to know what you guys are working on, so please post them, because I don't know that everyone wants mittens from me. And I know I'm knitting a little kitty cat. I posted them a while ago that I was knitting cats, but I think it's Moochie Moochie World on Ravelry, and they're just these cute little kitty cats. And they are such a good just palette cleanser. So I have a few of those I'm going to just tie around to Christmas presents, but I love if you guys had any ideas on that, so let me know. Let's see, Outlander one. Okay. I'll think about that. Saturation, do they look as good crochet as knitted? Oh my gosh, yeah, especially, I would love to see some of my single plied crochet. I think the sheen on that with crochet stitches, I think that'd be so pretty. But if you look up Nitty Natty, I think it's all just one word, on Instagram and on YouTube. Actually, she's doing a Vlogmas, and she's showing off the yarn each day from the Advent from me and my mom this year, but she also, I believe, is doing a crocheted blanket with the one from last year. So take a look at that. I love them crocheted. I think they would make the cutest granny square blanket, or even just little amigurumi or whatever. I actually know. I bought some gray, just acrylic lace or fingering weight, I can't tell, and I'm going to be holding it with all of my Advents from this year. So my A Court of Thorns and Roses, my Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, my Harry Potter one. I don't think I kept the Hobbit one or the Fade into Fade, but I'm dyeing up more of most of those colors, and then I'm doing a bunch of Fade into Fade kits for a scarf that's coming out. Yeah. Let's see. Advent drama's real. I got yours, girl, and I'm loving it. Oh, I'm gonna add yours into my blanket too, actually. I'm loving it because you always do like, Meg of Batwolf Girl Studios. She always does a lot more things that are outside my comfort zone, so a lot of brights, which I think a normal person wouldn't necessarily consider brights, but because I am not a bright person when it comes to that, I love it. It gives me such variation and just a bit of a change, and I can just pair it with my stuff so nicely. And I like that 2-ply base you use, girl. And yes, Doctor Who. Yeah, I'm really thinking like a 12 Days of Christmas. Oh my god, 12 Days of Christmas for the 12th. Well, there's more than 12 Doctors now. That would have been really cool a few years ago. Let's see. Okay, maybe I'll do an outline on Instagram. Ooh, Alice in Wonderland would be way fun. Never too much ACOTAR. Good, because I'm having 2 clubs that go up in an hour on my website, one for Valaris and one for Defender of the Rainbow, and they're the January club, so they're going to ship out mid-January, and I'm kind of excited because the Valaris one is going to be my normal moody and dark and fun in that sense, but the Defender of the Rainbow, I'm going for like a dirty rainbow, if that makes any sense, but I want like neutral with colors, because I know I say it a lot, but I'm uncomfortable with pops of bright, and so I always put like a dark hue or a neutral hue on top to kind of even it out for me from my comfort zone. Or I make it a solid that's really bright and I pair it with something dark. But with the Defender of the Rainbow Yarn Club, I really think it's going to be almost pastels with some dark entwined with it, some moody smoky hues. I'm really excited about that one because the Valaris one I know I'm going to love, but this one I'm just excited to see what happens with it. But if what I want works, I'm probably going to design something with it because just the idea of it gives me some really fun ideas for a sweater. I'll talk about that later. And yes, Doctor Who. Okay, everyone wants to, okay. 12-day Advents, yes. I had the Fade into Fae this year and the Hobbit one this year, so I think I'm going to do a couple more variations, a couple different ones, because I know I had to keep adding spots for the 12 Days of Christmas this year, and so I know they're a thing that people do want, and so if I add more variety, maybe that would be even better. So yay. Okay, let's see, snow happened here. Whew. Hot chocolate, oh yeah, I love that. Working on socks, a blanket, and a Christmas stocking. Okay. I got really ambitious, and I saw a sock pattern by Remembrance Pottery, or Remembrance's Pottery. She does a sock pattern, at least for the last 2 years. She's done a Christmas sock pattern, Advent type thing. And I looked at it, I'm like, I could totally knit that in worsted weight and make it a stocking. And I'm just going to add that to my Christmas knitting. And then I wound up like 12 different DK minis, and then the worsted I was just going to use black or gray, and I have them all wound up and in a bag, and now they're officially in a corner because I don't have time. But I would really love to knit stockings for me and Eric, and probably the puppies, honestly. But I do have our stockings from Rhinebeck up on my mantle, and I got them I think 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, because Rhinebeck was canceled this year. But 2 years ago, and I love them. I finally got a house that has a mantle, so yay. Let's see, working on a pair of Christmas socks. For you, yeah. Oh my god, you're done? Okay, I'm super jealous. Working on the last sleep of the autumn core, yay! Oh, that's so exciting. This was another ambitious knit. I was gonna make like a Christmas palette or like a Yule palette and do a dark navy and using Dorcas, which is a burgundy, and some like a silver and like one other color, and try to do an autumn court for Christmas. And then no, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, 13 inches of stocking, have fun. The Fade into Fae, there's actually a pattern coming out by Wool and Pine. If you go and check out their Instagram, I think it's wool_and_pine. They're coming out with something they designed in the Fade into Fae Advent. And it you use one, I believe it's 1, maybe 2 skeins of a solid, and then you use the fade with it. And I'm going to have skeins of that available on the 22nd, and I'm going to have kits for the whole thing available on the 22nd. So if you want to use all my yarn on it, you can. I'm going to have the full skeins available because I didn't know they were going to do anything with them until after all the advents went out. So yeah, I was pretty excited to hear that. But it's not going to be your conventional shawl. You're going to have to look at it. They have black and white photos on their profile right now because they don't want to ruin the surprise for anyone. But on the 22nd, they're going to have full color photos, and oh my god, I saw it and I'm like, that's so much prettier than I thought. And then, like, just thinking about it and trying to dye up a contrast color for all the minis, I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work. And I saw a picture and I was floored. So I know I'm at least knitting that eventually. When I dye up more of the fades, fade into fade, I'm going to keep 1 for myself just for that reason because it is so pretty. So that's an idea. 12 days of Christmas. If you go on Ravelry or if you search on, not Knit Companion, there's another one, Ribblr, I believe, you can actually search by fade. And there's a lot of shawls, I think, not Stephen West, but that is a good thing for minis too, is using anything from Stephen West. But also Curious Handmade has a lot of fade patterns, and there's one other, but I can't think of any of it. Washcloths for gifts, that's a really good idea. Christmas gifts, can't wait for a selfish project again. I know. Honestly, all the mittens I keep making, I'm like, I'm just going to keep these for myself. I'm not going to. I'm on my 3rd set right now, using the neutral set. I just got all the 50-gram skeins in the mail today. Do you guys see the variation right here? So you can see the color work great right here, and then horrible right here, and then great right here. That's color dominance. I didn't realize I was doing it backwards. And that's basically when I learned this from Tanis Gray at my class at SSK this year, and I did it backwards right here. But these are going to someone who will love them regardless, Mom. And you'll still love me for them, because I'm not ripping that out. But yeah, color dominance, that's something that has revolutionized color work for me and actually inspired me to design any of my color work sweaters. Tanis kind of got me kicked off on that, and because I didn't understand it very well. And color dominance, it's more like which yarn you pull over and which one you hold under when you're knitting in the round. I'm really bad at explaining it. But I believe if you Google or if you YouTube it, you can find it. But some people say it doesn't exist. It does. I think actually Arnie and Carlos said something like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, it matters. Because it changes your tension with the yarn, which one you pull from bottom, which one color you pull from top. It totally changes. At least for me. It may not be like that for everyone, but it is for me. And I thought it was so interesting being able to see it like that. Because, yeah, I was pulling the wrong color. But it's okay. But yeah, I just want to keep knitting all these. And I actually brought my notebook and everything over because I am going to be designing a new one, more of a witchy one, I think, with these 2 colors. I quickly grabbed one of these before I put them on the website. So this is Silent Fury and Not All Witches Live in Salem. And I think I'm going to design something a little bit more witchy, Yule with these. But we may not see the pattern until next year. But I'm excited. I'm kind of on a mitts kick because they are so fast and make me feel very accomplished, which is great. Sorry, I'm just going to... I forgot I had tea steeping. And it's going to be very strong, which I'm okay with. Let's see. The Harmless sweater. I don't know what that one is, but Spirit of Fire, yay! My website doesn't let me know when something's out, and I know I need to dye that one up soon because I just found out I was out of that. 4 slouchy everyday beanies, yay! Garden of Shadows mitts. Okay, those are quick knits, but seriously, can we talk about all that stockinette in the slouchy beanies? Oh, but they're warm and they're great. I knit them. I knit a few of them last year for my mail carriers, and they look so cute in them. And one for my little sister, who also is a mail carrier. I didn't make one for my dad, but maybe I should. I'm not adding to my list, you guys. Defender of the Rainbow. I'm really excited about that. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about that one. Grungy Rainbow. Yeah. Happy Friday. Half Moon Tea. Yay. Oh, that one's fun. I need to make one more in that little series and do, it was Moon Drip Swancho, Half Moon Tea, and then I was going to do the Lunar Sweater. Oh, ambitious Trysten. It'll happen one day. Oh no. Oh no. Samantha, we were being so sneaky. Dang it. You are a very loving husband, though, for reaching out personally to me to help shop for your wife. That was very awesome. Christmas, it's away at Thanksgiving. Oh no, Kimmery. Oh, that's right. You gave all those shawls away. Oh, it was in like 16 Studio 24 shawls, I think. Oh my gosh. One more Christmas gift to start and finish. Oh, Dragon Scale gloves. Nice. Still surprised. Sammy. Okay, I did not give it away. She did not learn that from me. Place to order. Oh, tomorrow. Yay for payday. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so exciting. Working on Mara lavender and gray scarf. Ooh. An encore for yourself. Yeah, you have to have those selfish knittings in there. Selfish knitting in there, or else it just gets a little too hard sometimes. Hi, Florida, Cleveland. Hey, everyone. Oh, thank you. I'm having so much fun with these mitts, and they're so fast. It just feels like they fly off, and then like I have to do a million thumbs, but I don't want to do any of the thumbs because that's just, it's like putting a heel in or doing the toes of a sock. It'll happen one day, but we can start like 8 other things, because that takes like 5 minutes, right? That's what I get to deal with here probably on Sunday, is doing all the thumbs and weaving it ends, so hopefully. Pink Fizz, okay. Oh, on Prudence. So you're gonna do a Pink Fizz on Prudence. Okay, that's gonna be very pretty. I love Andrea Mowry's new sweater. That is such a stunning sweater, and it's oversized and comfy, and it looks like it's very, it's shaped for so many different body types, and I love that, because if you're knitting something and spending so much time on something, you're gonna wanna look good, you're gonna wanna feel good, and you're gonna wanna feel like the money and the time you put into it was well spent. And that sweater, the Pink Fizz sweater, I really, really think is gonna look so good on so many people. And so I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see how that goes for you. Please tag me, I wanna see it. Let's see. Prudence and Dorcas, pre-orders for Salem sweater? Let's see. No, I was actually thinking about that. I think on January 1st, I'm going to do Salem sweater pre-orders again. I got those out, and then I don't know why I released a sweater a week apart, because that was not a good idea. But I'm working on the Hava sweaters, and I think because that one was only a couple days of a pre-order, and I feel a little bad. So I'm probably going to put pre-orders for La Hava up again tomorrow and Sunday, and then get all those done. And then on January 1st, I can do that. Let's do that. We'll do a pre-order January 1st. You heard it here first. Because, I don't know. Because I really want to put some of the Hobbit colors, offer some of the Hobbit colors, and offer at least one of the Fade into Fae colors. Okay, either the first or second week of January. You heard it here first. But I'm going to give a couple different color options, as well as the original kit option in both story and mohair. So, let's see. Oh no, you share bank account, Stan. Oh, Samantha. Michael, you were trying so hard. I'm sorry. Oh, good. Okay, good. You're never gonna guess what they are. Tim definitely have enough to make. Oh gosh, that was so many shawls, girl. Knitting a sock head hat. I almost called it a stockinette hat, but that's basically what it is, right? Oh, that's a good mindless knitting one. That one's really nice. It just flies before you know it's done. Let's see. All the yarn I ordered for people's gifts don't arrive until next weekend. Oh, yay. Okay, yeah. New Year's present. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys like Prudence. Oh, yeah, I'm caught up. Woo! I can knit now. But yeah, I'm planning on putting the La Habra sweater pre-order kits up again tomorrow and the next day, just because I know work can conflict. And with the new Instagram algorithms anyways, it's kind of hard to be able to see everything, and unless you put like post notifications on or something, you're gonna miss a lot from probably some of your favorite makers. I know I have, and then I put post notifications on for all of them, and then I get really overwhelmed and then I take them all off. So needless to say, what I'm trying to get at is there's no win. So I'm gonna put those pre-orders up again, and I'll put, oh no, Needle, don't you do that. What? Do you guys notice I'm knitting with one that's a different color? It's because I didn't have enough, so I went one size up for one of the needles. It hasn't changed anything really, so hopefully that's all right. Ooh, hi North Dakota, hi Missouri. Yes, I'm going to save this live so you guys can watch it on IGTV. Apparently that's the only way to do it now. But I do have that downloaded because I know a couple other people, because of a lot of the restrictions right now, have had to like not record together or stay at home or not have access to certain things, and so they've been trying to do Instagram lives and save them. But little did a lot of us know that you have to have the app saved to your phone, the IGTV app saved to your phone, to be able to save those on anything. So I do have that. I will save that. Don't you worry. I got you. Let's see. Autumn Court is primarily Prudence. Oh, yay. Okay, you gotta tag me. Oh, I don't think I've seen a Prudence one yet. That makes me really happy. So you did Prudence for the body or one of the main color work colors? I think you mean the body. Oh, I want to see what you've paired with it. Because what would I pair with that? What would I pair with that? I'd probably, with Prudence, I probably would put Fairy Wine in with it just to give a high contrast, and maybe Starborn in the Surrey, and a brown? I don't know. Yeah, I want to know what you used. Let's see. Oh. Set alarms for releases. Yeah, I'm gonna miss them. I have to set alarms too. Improviser with DPNC. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. Like, I've had to. I feel bad though. Some of my, like the Salem sweater came from me not having the needles that I needed for a Spellman. So sometimes it's a happy accident, but sometimes you'll, God, I have them right here. Yay! You'll get one glove that fits great, and it's amazing, and you love it. And then you'll get another glove that just all of a sudden is a monster on your hand and has all of this positive ease that you didn't plan for. So, I mean, sometimes substituting needles is not a good thing. Yeah, this one's getting taken apart and repurposed into a glove that fits. But luckily, these are not a gift knit because I messed them up. And I'm like, too much effort, start new. So I'm just going to be keeping these. And I already do have a thumb. So I feel a little brilliant. But I have a thumb on this one too. And so I feel a little stupid. So I get that. I substitute a lot. And sometimes it works and sometimes it's really bad. The body of it. Yay! Okay, yeah, I want to see that. Doing like a cloud cardigan. Ooh, wait. Like a cloud. Is that an Andrea with fairy fodder? Okay, do you already have the yarn? I think I have 2 skeins left in the shop. Who did that one? That's either Hohi, Locatelli, or Andrew Mowry, right? I cannot remember. Paired with orange, black, and gray. Yeah! Oh, yeah! Okay, yeah, that's gonna be pretty. Oh, I want to see that. Gift cards for Christmas. You know what? To offer gift cards on my website, just for full disclosure, I go from like $35 a month for my website to almost $80 a month for my website. And I offered it a couple times now. for a couple months each time, and no one has ever bought a gift card. So I'm not offering that anymore, sadly. I just can't. I can't do it. So I won't be offering gift cards, but I am planning on doing a blog post on my website, just kind of about gift knitting for knitters in your life, and looking at different color palettes and kind of having a couple different ideas. But I'm not going to be doing gift cards on my website, at least not 2021, or until I can find or build a new website. So won't be doing that, sadly. Let's see. I know it looks like Gryffindor. Yeah, it's my royalty set. I will be putting it back online. Hope maybe. Like I was saying like 20 minutes ago. I did get my 50-gram mini skeins in, and so I'm planning on doing a bunch more burrow kit options, because a lot of people bought this one, but I think this would be a lot more popular for people because it's so neutral. So I know that I'm going to be bringing more of this set back, and possibly more of, I should probably knit this right if I'm going to knit, huh? Oh wait, no, I did that right. Okay. And possibly more of the royalty set, but that's why I'm keeping it, because I am a Gryffindor. And so, and no one else in my family is. Otherwise, it would have been a perfect gift knit. It would have been an amazing gift knit, but the Slytherin, the Ravenclaw, and the Hufflepuff would have looked at me and been like, are you confused here? Because that's kind of how we see things. We don't see things in color. If it resembles a house, it's Harry Potter. So I don't think they'd enjoy it as much. So I'm just keeping those for me. Let's see. It is a Hohi. Okay. I'm going to have to look that back up because I don't remember what that looks like. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember that. Like a cloud. See, I keep just thinking about her Elton. That's why I couldn't remember which one it was. Want a modified Lahaba with a more A-line skirt and doing the pattern from the bottom of this. Wait, what? I really want to knit a modified Lahaba with a more A-line skirt and doing the pattern from the bottom of the sleeves on the hem. Oh, yeah, like how it is in the Autumn Court sweater. How I have how it's matchy-matchy. Oh, that'd be cute. I didn't do that with mine just because I was really ready to be done. And, God, 22 inches of stockinette did not go by fast, but I am actually really amazed with how the fit is. I didn't think I'd ever be able to, just because of my own history with body dysmorphia, I didn't think I'd ever feel comfortable in a sweater dress. And so I was very excited, like pleasantly surprised to feel very comfortable in it. So I think it's because it has a little bit more positive ease throughout the bottom of it. And a lot of sweater dresses are just like, but I think that's A-line. I think that's what you're saying. So I think that will look really good. I really do. What I would suggest is at if you're going, because you're going top down, my hip bone, or the smallest part of my waist is at 9 inches below my armpit. And that is where I start doing increases. If you wanted to make it more A-line, right after the bust, I would probably decrease by 2 stitches. Depending on your body measurements, I would probably decrease by 2 stitches on each twice until you hit about the rib cage. So once every 1.5 inches. And then when you get right here, I would only increase maybe once. Instead, for my size, I had to increase 3 times, so 6 stitches. Or maybe it was 4 times. I think it was 4 times 8 stitches across. And I would maybe only increase once or twice. Yeah. So that's my idea for any of the modifications. My unsolicited advice. Just make sure we put that out there because you did not ask for help on that. I'm sure you'd figured that out anyways. Okay, but yeah, I think putting the pattern from the bottom of the sleeves on the hem would be good. It just has to be divisible by 10, which is pretty easy. That's kind of how I do my patterns because I don't do math. I hate math. And so if there's any way to modify something to make it fit someone a little bit more customizable, even numbers is so much better because I will help you customize your sweater if you need to. Because again, you want it to fit, you want it to look good, you want to feel good in it. So I totally get that. And if you're go for A-line, go for A-line. Divisible by 10. Let's see, sweater patterns in DK or worsted in the works? Yes. My night court sweater is still coming. I had to take the entire thing apart because I did not like the gauge. The gauge of the fabric. It was very clunky. It looked really pretty, but the drape was not what I'm going for that sweater. So I had to take the whole thing apart, and I'm going to redo it, but I don't want to right now. I have an idea for an Amran sweater, which is probably going to be called Tiny Monster. And it is more boxy shape too. And it's in a sport weight gauge, which I really like. I've just found that I really like sport weight on size 5 needles. 3.75 millimeter? I don't know. But yeah, so I do have one in the works, but I'm probably going to pick it back up in February because I really think I'm going to release a bunch of little tiny patterns like mitts for at least a month just to get a really good palette cleanser, to get more practice in it, honestly, because it's a whole different ballpark doing sweaters than it is smaller patterns, and I want to work on the Tiny Monster pattern, which is just an idea, and it's cast on downstairs. So after all of my gift knitting and between little tiny designs, I'm going to be working on that too. So that'll probably come out in March, I'm hoping, if not sooner. Let's see. Hey, Tanya. It's super simple cardi. Okay, I'm going to have to look that up because I cannot remember. You like doing the math? Good job. Good for you. I'm really impressed by that. My tech editor does all my math for me because she also loves doing math and I don't. And that was the biggest thing, like the biggest hurdle to get tossed against or to come up against. That makes more sense. And I didn't know that you could just pay a tech editor to do the size grading for you. And so taking that headache out of the way was probably the best thing I've ever done, or else I would not be designing. So yeah, I'm glad there are people like you out there who do enjoy the math, because there are people out there like me who will hide in a corner after 47 or 48 revisions of their first sweater and just refuse to look at anything for more than a couple seconds. That's me. Of course, working with a tech editor who does the size grading for you, also, and then working with amazing test knitters who just get you and also know your style and who do like the math, has really helped me kind of learn how to do it a little bit more, very slowly, very gradually, but at a pace where it's honestly not traumatic, because math is traumatic for me for a couple different experiences. And I didn't realize that until after I tried to release my first sweater and everything was wrong. Actually, after I did release my first sweater and everything was wrong, had to wait a week and a half and then try again. When I got my amazing tech editor who, if you find one who will work with you and understands your shortcomings like that, it is fantastic, and keep nourishing those relationships because it's worth it. And Azrael colorway, okay, there's a reason I don't have a colorway for everyone just yet, because and we're talking about Accord Thorns and Roses here for everyone who doesn't know. Of course we're talking about that. The only reason I haven't done a colorway for everyone just yet in that series is because, and it sounds really stupid, but I love the characters, and I've in the past created a colorway for someone from a book and ended up like learning a new technique or just gradually got better at dyeing yarn in general, that I look back and be like, oh my god, like I've renamed colorways a couple times the same name and they're completely different, and it'll come by like a year later and it's something super different. And And hopefully people realize that from the pictures. But you love what you love, and you want to show it off, and you want to be inspired and share it and create with it. And so you create with it to the best of your ability at that point. And then later on, you develop more skills and have learned so many more different things of how to achieve what you actually want and what you actually, like, you can express what you actually feel in color or in knitting or in designing or anything like that. And then it comes to you. And so that's actually what I've been waiting on. Like the Night Triumphant colorway for Resand that I just published and came out with for Black Friday. That I've been wanting one from Resand for like 2 years, and I'm like, I finally got it. So that's my only hang up. It would be something with blues because of his stones that he uses, his siphons, but I'm still a little far off with that because I don't think I could achieve it exactly the way I want to right now. There were little hints of it in the A Court of Thorns and Roses Halloween Advent Calendar. I did a colorway semi for each character that I really liked in that series, but I haven't got spot on for what I want for really any of them yet. Like even the Feyre colorway I came up with 2.5 years ago, the Amber color I came up with 2.5 years ago. It's going to be different. It's going to be in the same color family, but I wasn't there yet. I didn't get what I wanted just yet. Okay, let's see. You teach math. Math trauma is real? Yeah. And it'll scar you well into your 30s. Well, just hit into the 30s, but well into your adulthood. That kind of stuff really does scar you, and I didn't realize that until even after I got my psychology degree. I'm like, wait. That makes sense, because that is a trauma response. And it makes a lot of sense. Why remedial math was hard. But yeah, no, I think it's so great that there are people out there that can do math for us that just cannot. Let's see. Nightmares of math tests when I was in middle school. Yeah, I get that. I think a lot of mine started when, like, in elementary school, when a teacher said that, and this is so bad, but a teacher said that guys were better at math than girls, and girls usually didn't understand math. And then I also have almost like legally blind vision, and I did not get glasses until almost middle school because I just didn't say anything, and I thought that's how everyone saw. Didn't know any better, so I couldn't see the board or anything. And so yeah, I went through a lot of, basically, I still don't know how to do long division. Don't ask me how I have a bachelor's degree, but I still don't know how to do long division. But yeah, that kind of stuff will stick with you. So encouragement is always good for kids, for nourishing growth, or facilitating growth. But Night Triumphant Stein, thank you. Oh, I'm so happy about it. And I couldn't hold any of them back. So I did release them all on the website. They did sell out really fast, sadly. But as soon as I am able to, as soon as the La Habra pre-orders are done, that is one that I will probably have for the Salem kits as well. At one point or another, the Salem kits may not all release at the same time. I'm going to have different color options throughout the year, like I did with the Spellman sweater, which I will be having kits for as well. I tried so hard to make those yardages the exact same, but the Salem sweater is more oversized, so it just did not happen, sadly. But that's kind of the feel I wanted to do, because I wanted to be able to release kits and people be like, oh, I can knit either of these. So many options, 2 of them. Let's see. Hey, Nolans. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying the Vlogmas. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Sorry for the very sparse content the past 2 days, but holy, those dye sessions. Again, math. I didn't count correctly and didn't realize I was dyeing yarn 15 hours each day. So today was definitely a body break, and hot baths and icing and all that jazz and all the things. Just to make sure that my body is good to go starting next week so I can do the La Habra pre-orders, which I'm very excited about. I honestly thought that people might be a little hesitant to knit a sweater dress like I was. But I'm so excited to see how many people ordered a kit and are really excited about the sweater dress option. So I'm excited to get those out to you guys. I would love to have them shipped out before Christmas. They probably won't be under the tree or anything, but I'd be very excited to get them shipped out before Christmas. And that's kind of my own secret personal goal that you guys are all in on now. But yeah, I'm going to put more of those up tomorrow. But I went on a long tangent and I don't know where I started. But yeah, okay. Oh, Vlogmas. I'm so glad that you've been enjoying it. I have a little bit more content today, and I love that a lot of you love all the dog content, because that's basically my life. I don't have kids, and I respect that my husband doesn't really want to be recorded because of his own stuff, and he doesn't want it. So having the dogs there to show you guys like a little clip of my reality, which is mostly on the ground hanging out with my dogs and playing, or it's out on the deck knitting with my dogs, or it's me on the couch knitting while my dogs play, and then everything with yarn at the studio. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying that aspect. Lulu's been a very interesting addition to our lives, but she's been doing great. So she's been learning things so quickly, so I'm very happy about that. Let's see. Knitting for people. Oh, hold on. I think I may have missed one. Oh, I did miss some. Okay. Yeah, long division is stupid. It's not silly. It's just stupid. Says the girl who never learned it. That's kind of called denial, you guys. Let's see. Don't know why my times tables. Oh, I get that. The only ones I know are the 9 times tables for some reason. Like, right off the bat, I know. I mean, obviously, like, 2 divisibles by blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, I had to really ingrain that in my head. And so I still know at least my basic 9s up to 11. Actually remember how to do long division? No, none of us do. None of us do. Let's see. What am I knitting for people for gifts? I'm doing mini socks and a sweater. Oh, you are a very good best friend. I'm doing a lot of burrow mitts because they are very, very fast, and I don't have a lot of time. And I can usually get one done a day. This morning when I started out on these again, I was like, right. Actually, it's where the color work change happens, when all my color work starts getting bad. That was started today. And then I was watching Tanis Gray do a Zoom interview for her Star Wars knitting book. And this is where, like, halfway through, I'm like, why does my color work suck? And I look down at Tanis and I'm like, she taught me how to do color dominance. Why am I doing it wrong? And I switched it back. And yeah, so I can usually get 1 glove done a day, 2 if I'm really not doing anything else. And I've just really been listening to Lord of the Rings on Audible. So this whole weekend is just my knitting weekend. So I'm hoping to get at least the 4 pairs that I set out to do done, and maybe start designing a new pair and using it as a gift knit, but using it as, what am I doing? Why? Oh, I started a new row, that's why. But what's great as a designer is you can use your samples as gift knits. So I might design a new pair of gloves with one of my gift knits and then gift it after I take pictures for props and stuff. Not all witches live in Salem sweater kits. I've been thinking about that. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would be a killer kit. So good. I think someone tagged me and they did a cozy classic raglan in it, and they used the mini, actually it was these colors, Silent Fury and Not All Witches Live in Salem. They used the mini as like a stripe here and then around the bottom in the cuffs. It turned out so cute. I think if you search the hashtag Dragon Hoard Yarn, you'll find it. But yeah, the color with the mohair on top, it looks really cute in a sweater. And it's a good dark neutral. So it's also something you can, it's not, we all have those outlandish knits, right? This one's more like appropriate for the workspace, depending on your workspace. especially now depending on your workspace. Oh, let's see. So I am going to hear you out on that. That's not a bad idea. Can't wait to knit one. How much are they? What are you referencing, Kelly Knitter? The bromids? I feel like I've talked about so many things right now. I really want to see everyone who does the sweater dress version. Oh my gosh, I do. And I can't wait to see yours, but take care of your elbow first before you finish that. I already kind of, Penny Moons, I already kind of used one of your pictures to have some of the kits up there for you, or for the color that you're doing. But I can't wait to see it finished. I really love it. I want to love a sweater dress, but I know I would feel too self-conscious, so I'm going to make the sweater version. Do what you're going to feel comfortable with. Honestly, if you make something and then never wear it, I have so many of those from when I started knitting that I just, it's just regret and remorse. Remorse for the yarn and regret at the time. So, yeah. Do what you're going to wear and what you're going to love. There is no shame in that at all. It did surprise me. And so I'm really excited to see, honestly, all the versions, because some of the colors that my test knitters did for the sweater options, stunning. So stunning. And I used the slub yarn in mine, and so it was really nice to see it in other yarn too, where it was more defined. I do like it in the goblin slub, of course, but it was really cool to see it in just like your regular color work too. I really enjoyed that. Open your eyes to witchy things and ACOTAR, yeah! Raise conservatively, and man, I hate all the years I have missed. You know what? That just means you get to experience everything for the first time, like, all at once. And I get it. I live in Utah. Like, I live in a very conservative part of Utah. It's very nice, and it's very safe, which is great. But sometimes the conservative aspect of it, you know, kind of did suck. So I totally understand that. And I think the biggest thing is, like, just if you're, like, interested in witchy fairy things doesn't mean that you're, like, a bad person, which in Utah is hard to have a distinction between. So I do get that. And I'm glad that you can enjoy all these things right now. I love hearing about when people kind of discover the things or experience the things that I talk about for the first time. I'm just like, I'm there with you. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I've been there. Especially with Crescent City and La Habra. I needed to make a La Habra pattern. She didn't just get a colorway. She got a whole freaking pattern. But I do get that. And I'm glad that you're enjoying all of it. Let's see. Have an amazing... Oh, you're so sweet, Tanya. You're so sweet. Thank you. I still have to weave a scarf. Okay. Oh, like weave? I'm getting a weave board tomorrow. Let's just talk about all the things I shouldn't be doing right now. I'm getting a weave board. I'm getting a loom tomorrow. Paige from Knit Diaries is my friend here in Utah, and she works up at the needlepoint joint, I think. I really shouldn't be telling you guys this. They only have 2 in stock. Do not buy the loom. Anyone, do not buy the loom. I'm going to be buying tomorrow. I'm waiting for Paige to go to work, and she's going to just put everything that I need into one big basket and bring it or send it or something. Don't buy it. One of them are mine. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. I love, I have a woven scarf from Paige of Knit Diaries. Who's amazing. She just finished knitting herself a robe. That girl kills me, and it looks so comfy. But she wove me a scarf, and I love it, and I wear it every day, and so it's one of those secret things, like, okay, weaving takes a lot less time than it does knitting. Maybe I could weave everyone a scarf for Christmas. With my remaining 2 weeks of Christmas, or leading up to Christmas, you know? That's not gonna be that hard, right? Gryffindor scarf and a pair of mittens. Yay, you got this. You got this. And if you don't got this, New Year's present. Wishing you Elfast skills. Oh, thank you. Oh wait, no, that's not to me. Well, I hope I have Elfast skills too. And I hope you do too. Whoever you wrote that to. Hi. Missouri is too, a little middle of the Bible Belt. Yeah, I've heard, that's a, I feel like, the conservative aspects of different states can vary so drastically. And so it's really interesting. I think Utah's, I think it's a lot different than other places. It's not as in your face about it. It's very, excuse me, it's very hush hush behind closed doors. We're gonna judge you. Not everyone, obviously, but growing up in it as a teen where you already think that everyone's talking about you, it can be a little daunting. But I couldn't even guess the culture down there in Missouri. That seems like a completely different ballpark that I have no concept of. I'm gonna drink this so I don't die. Okay, I'm drinking some David's tea. A little pricey, but I got so much on Black Friday. They had a really good deal. And no one knows this actually. I drink the chamomile tea every night before I go to bed. Every single night, or I can't sleep. But I think their sleigh ride is my absolute favorite. And I try to get that when I can year round, because they do have it in the shop year round. So yay. Let's see. Weaving makes me want to start. Yeah. I think I could totally do that. I think I could weave everyone a scarf. I would love placemats, a table runner. But I'm gonna jump in feet first, and I'm gonna learn how to do a lot of things with that. I'm not giving you my Gryffindor mitts, girl. My wonky one and then my perfect one? Maybe I'll send you my wonky one. No, I'm kidding. But I might have those kits back in the shop in a few weeks. So, it's okay. Size loom, I'm getting just a starter one. It's a 16-inch one. So don't get that one. They also have a 10-inch one, which is another starter. But I'm just going to go ahead and get the 16-inch because I like the width, and that's what she used for my scarf. So I'm getting that. Don't you dare get it. Any of you. And yeah, I know nothing about weaving, and she's going to teach me all the new terminology that I have no idea about. So excited about that. Utah is way different than the other states. Yeah. I love Utah. Yeah, Utah is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I do love living in Utah. Sorry, I have a new phone stand and it likes to move. I absolutely love living in Utah. It's safe. Once you get out of high school, everyone is nice because kids are mean. But no, high school is brutal. But ever since, getting out of high school, went to college here, I absolutely love it. Growing up, I always said I would move away, and then I graduated and I entered the real world, and I found out that I love living in Utah. Everyone is so nice, and if they're not nice, they don't need to be in my life. So it's pretty easy to distinguish between them here. So yeah. Oh, hi, Kathy. The January Yarn Club. Okay, so how all my yarn clubs, you guys are bouncing again, sorry. How all my yarn clubs work is, I put, that is upside down again. Let's not do that. I put the listing up, and it'll say in the listing when it's going to ship, and you won't know what the color is. You will know what the theme is. And most times, if not all times, the colors that I use with the listing, like if you saw my January clubs, obviously, the colors that are kind of in those pictures is what I'm going to be vibing for. And sometimes it'll be a little darker, a little lighter, slightly different, but it's generally in that theme. And a lot of my club colorways have actually eventually became full-time skeins because I get so much freedom with them. And because I'm following a theme, I feel like I put a lot more love into them because I really want you guys to like them. And you don't know what you're getting. And so if I do a mystery club and it just turns out to be crap, I'm gonna feel so bad. So I think I put a lot more time and energy into my mystery clubs than I do anything else, and that's why so many of them become full-time skeins. But so you purchase that on the website, and then for those ones I'm gonna be shipping mid-January. So they go up in 15 minutes. So I'll probably get off here pretty soon so that I don't feel like a loser if anyone leaves the chat. I'm kidding. But so I can focus on that too. And they are scheduled to ship mid-January. Kind of leave it a little open-ended so that not too many people are disappointed if there's like a day or two gap from what I was originally planning, because stuff happens and things come up, and I really don't like disappointing my customers, and so I really try to stick to the shipping times that I put in there, because that is my commitment to you guys. So mid-January, generally the end of the second week of January, those will ship out. You'll get them. Hopefully you'll love them. I generally always love them. This was one of October's, and 2 of the 3 of the colorways in October are full-time skeins in the shop now, and I absolutely love them. So let's see. And then with them, you can opt to get the sock kits, which come with a full skein and then a 20 gram, so you can make socks with them. The sweater quantities, because they come with 4 skeins in them, and with those ones, you also can add an extra skein if you want, or skein 2, 3, 4, whatever you need for the yardage you need for whatever you're gonna make with it. I try to always do colors that could also easily be put into a garment, so nothing too exotic, too bright and crazy, though a lot of people love that. I know I couldn't knit a garment in something too crazy, and so I do try to make them colorways that I would be comfortable also putting in a garment. So I always have the garment option, and that will be available in the slub yarn. One of my fingering weights, I hear my dogs, they really want to come upstairs, and my fairy tale DK. And then I have available my mohair, my Surrey lace weights. Sparkle is available in the sock sets, but not on its own. So there's a lot of options that are going to be there. So just make sure you read through and double check before you check out. I do believe everything that's there is all I'm going to have for right now, just because I want to make sure I can handle getting it all to you guys by that shipping date. Let's see, the Moon Eater one. Yeah. Oh, I love the Moon Eater. I love Moon Eater. Oh, that one's such a fun color, but it's hard to photograph, but it's basically like if you took Prudence and made it a little bit more diluted. Diluted? Not diluted. Diluted? Am I using the wrong word? If you airbrushed it and lightened it up. I hope that makes sense. But that one, a lot of people don't actually know what that's from. I didn't really tell anyone what it was from. It's actually from Aragon, which is, by Christopher Paolini. I don't know how to say words. But it's based off of the witch in that series. And so, I always find some kind of kindred connection with the witches in the series that I read. And it is a more well-known, teens book. But I love it. I love it. I'm probably going to read it again, or listen to it again, before the year's over. That's probably next on my list after I finish Lord of the Rings again. Let's see. Are future puppy sweater patterns still a possibility? Yes. I just need to wrap my brain around how to do them. I know I've made a couple for, I know how to do them, but it's because I have a puppy right in front of me, and I know how to measure her and kind of gauge it off of that, because I crocheted since I was 7, and I didn't know that patterns were a thing. And so when I started knitting, if you go back to the first or second episode of Girls in the Yarn Cafe, I'm I don't know if I can follow a pattern. And that's kind of why I design, actually, because I don't like following instructions. But so when I have my puppy in front of me, I'm okay, I can kind of measure it. I kind of have an idea. But if I'm thinking about other dog sizes, I don't know how all dogs are made. They're not all created equal. So that's the only hang up I have, because again, if you're spending the time to make a dog sweater, you want them to look good in it. You want them to feel good in it. You want to know that it's gonna fit them. So I haven't necessarily sat down and started playing with that just yet, But I really would love to have a dog version of all my sweaters. I'm not gonna lie. Except for any of them with mohair or anything. Because I wouldn't want dogs to... Just having a French Bulldog, I'm like so scared of having her inhale like mohair or anything. Because they're tubes. God, I don't know what anything's called. They can choke a lot easier. And they can't breathe as well as it is. And so if I'm winding mohair, I actually don't have Eric come in that day. I have him keep Lulu home. So yeah, I would love to have dog sweaters in almost all my sweaters. I think that'd be really cute. So eventually, but not yet. Let's see. Super excited. Yay, good. Muted color. Yes. Aragon. Oh, yay. Okay, so I'm not the only one who's read Aragon. It's a good series. It's hard to get into. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to get into. But once you're in it, it's like, oh, storyline. Storyline, so good. I think it's also more written for young men. And so I know a couple of my friends are like, is there a love triangle? No. Okay, I don't want to read it. There is, but there isn't. Like, it's just a really, really good storyline. Like Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. Like, I would definitely reference it to, or relate it a lot more to that kind of writing style. So harder to get into, but amazing storyline. And the movie, do not judge anything from the book off that movie. That movie was crap. I'll watch anything, but that was a hard movie to watch. Pair for sock update. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. They're scheduled to launch at 7, so I'm just gonna watch the website, make sure that those go live at the right time. So again, sock sets, regular skeins, and then also sweater quantities are available in there. So I just started it at 4 skeins so that no one gets like too much more than they need, but you can always add more skeins to it to fit whatever you want to knit. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Okay, have fun. Talk to you later. Of Aragon, you got... I don't know why, but I thought you were talking about A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like, you're gonna love book 3. It's so good. Book 3 is, I think, actually my favorite because just so much happens in it. And I'm very one, like, I love love stories, but I love storyline. I love storyline and I love character development. And so that's why the Throne of Glass series, that is one I absolutely love. Because it's 7 books long, but it takes a while to get through, like, all of them, but the story just keeps growing and the characters keep developing, and love that series. But yeah, I get it. Aragon was a little bit harder to get into. Read it first when I was 13, so I had to finish the series. Yeah. I didn't know that there was as many books as there were. It's the same thing with City of Ash? City of Bones? City of Bones. That's the first one, right? The Shadowhunter series. I didn't know there was as many as there are, and now there's like 18 billion different branch-off ones, too. So there's that. That one, if you really want to eat up like 3 months of your life, or longer, because I listen to them, so working 15-hour days, like, that's nothing to me. But if you really want to eat up some time, those are the Shadowhunter series. Those are really good for that. Throne of Glass. Wish they were on audiobook. Wish what was on audiobook? What are you talking about? Because Aragon's on audio, or is on Audible, and Throne of Glass is on Audible. And that's the only reason I listen to books or am able to read books, because I can at work while I'm doing all the other things. Hey, Laura! Started that series because I've been fall in love with Sarah J. Maas. Yes. So I take it you've read the first book of Crescent City. I know I love A Court of Thorns and Roses, but secretly I think Crescent City, just with her writing style and how her character development was, I really think that's going to be my favorite series. I think it's going to happen. Because that first book, I had to like I had to stop dying yarn that day. And for the last like 2 hours of the book, I just had to sit. That's when I started my comfort fade cardi. And I had to just sit on the couch and knit and cry the entire time, because I also really, really get into storylines. Let's see. Shadowhunters. Wish they were an audiobook. I'm still trying to figure out who said that. Let's see. Just started a series because they're fun. Okay. Shadowhunters, the pre-Shadow ones. Oh, I did like those ones too. I did like those ones. Game of Thrones series. I tried to get into that. I got into it, and then it was going so freaking slow that I'm just like, I'm just gonna watch the show. And then I watched the first season, and I'm like, okay, really good season. And then I got back into A Court of Thorns and Roses. I got really into Outlander. That was one that people recommended that I just really loved. But for some, like, I do like Game of Thrones, but I think it's going to take a little bit more mental work for me to fully get into that one. Let's see. Couldn't get past book 4 in the Shadowhunters. Yeah, that one took me a minute. That one, it gets a lot better. Like, throughout them later, it gets a lot better. But if already by book 4 you weren't really into it, then just, I wouldn't worry about it. It may not be up your, like, it might be not be your cup of tea, which is totally fine. Another series, actually, is by Holly Black that I think it's by Holly Black, that I finished really fast. It's a lot more like Hunger Games type, and it's the Shadowfall series. That one, I finished the 3 books, I think, in 3 days. And I really liked it. I liked her other series, the Cruel Prince series. I really liked that, but the Shadowfall one, no one's really talking about it. And I know I love my fairy books, but that one was really good. That one was really good. The storyline was really cool, and it was very brutal, actually. It reminded me a lot of Hunger Games type, end of world, different factions, basically. It was really cool. It's like a world divided, a post-apocalyptic, with love story and a leading lady in it who has rose gold hair. So you knew I was gonna like it. But I was impressed. I was really impressed with that one. Let's see. Read all the Sarah J. Maas books because you suggested them, but now I have to wait until February. Oh my god. Oh, that was my other suggestion. Holly Black. I really do like her. Holly Black is really good. But I'm kind of in the same boat, and that's why I'm re-listening to books right now. And I'm like, okay, give me something that has like 9 or 10 books in the series, and I can just fully focus on that and call it good. But I'm impatiently waiting too. I really want the rest of the books to come out. And she's writing 3 books with 3 more books of the A Court of Thorns and Roses. So hopefully we can just all binge listen those. I would love to do A Court of Thorns and Roses knit along at some point, but I think I want to put a couple more designs out there, just because I don't have a ton for people to choose from. And just all of us listen to the books at the same time, or read the books at the same time and knit stuff. Either like the colorway or a design inspired or something like that. But I'm really crappy at doing knit-alongs right now because I can't fully focus on them. So I also would really want to put a lot of time and effort into it. So I know it's not going to be probably this next year until I have a couple more designs popped out. But I do have that in mind. I think it'd be a lot of fun for us to do like a book club knit-along. So watch out for that. For all I know, it could happen like mid next year. Let's see. Discovery of Witches, yes. I did like those books. They were a little different than I thought they were going to be, which is totally fine. I wouldn't listen to them right after A Court of Thorns and Roses, because it's really hard to compare. I need a drink, sorry. I know I compare series, and I just want to stay in one world, and then if I get jumped into another world, I'm just like, it's not as good. And so I listened to Discovery of Witches. I started it, and I hated it. And then I started again way after I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I loved it. So don't read it right after. That's better. Oh, I love tea. Okay. Naomi Novik's A Deadly Education. Huh. Okay, I'm definitely going to save this. Okay. Naomi Novik's A Deadly Education. Saying it on here because it will not keep the comments. Go back to distract yourself with any of the books I just mentioned, girl. I got you. Be able to remember all these great titles. I will be saving this. So don't worry. And just message me. I'll respond. Let's see. Annette Marie's books. Very bingey. Oh, good. I do like a good book binge. Okay. So Annette Marie. Okay, I'll look that up too. Hey. Read the first book. Great read. I hope so. For any of them that I just mentioned. Black Jewels trilogy by Anne Bishop. No, that is on my wish list on Audible, so that is on a list to possibly listen to. I wish Netflix would make the series of ACOTAR already. Okay, but if they don't make it right, we're all going to be pissed. So if they tackle that, they best be ready to make it perfect. I'm just saying. There would be riots in the street. That's not funny. But what's another saying then? I don't know. Like, I would be upset. Let's see. Watched The Discovery of Witches. I do like the main actor in that. She was in a zombie movie that I really, really like. And she's a really good actress. So I'm not sure. I don't know how that series is going to go. Or how that movie, how that series went. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, though. Has anyone else? The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Another great news one. Huh. And it's a standalone. Oh, okay, that's good. It's really good to have palette cleansers, too. A Darker Shade of Magic series. Okay. It's been from re-listening to Mrs. Pete Green series. I've never heard of that. Wait. Oh, Pettigrew. Okay. I know what you're talking about. Oh my god, I've never listened to that. That would seriously be right up my alley, right? I need to listen to that. I do need to listen to that. I liked the movie, but I know nothing about the book, so I probably won't like the movie after I read the series. Good start. Second book, TV adaptation comes out in January. Okay, good to know. The movie called, Warm Bodies. I would say it's a zombie love story. Sounds weird, but the guy actor in it is awesome. I love him. I've loved him for years. Oh, he plays the Beast in the newer X-Men movies. But he plays Tony from Skins from the UK. If any of you guys like British TV shows, I really like him. But she's an amazing actress. I really, really like her. But the movie is called Warm Bodies, and it's still, it's such a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would highly recommend that movie to everyone. It's a good a good teenagers family movie, I would say, because there's a lot of eating of people. And then I think they drop one F-bomb, but it's hilarious. It's a very well-placed swear word, and I cannot say that about a lot of movies or TV shows or people in general. It's a very, very well-used curse word. So there's that. Discovery of Witches, a show is good, but different than the books. Okay. Don't read the books before watching. I think that's a good rule of thumb regardless. Let's see. Book and movie are completely different. Same with Percy Jackson. Oh, I have such a hard time with the Percy Jackson series because it is so different, but it's a really, really good story too. I love the books. And I watched the movies too. Because I think I saw the movies first. I'm going to have such a sore throat from talking. We're not used to talking as much anymore, right? Warm Bodies, yes. Okay, I'm glad. It's such a good movie. So good. They're more for kids, but I've been wanting to read the Oz series by Frank L. Wizard of Oz is the only one. Yes, I really loved Return to Oz. I loved the movie. the movie version of it, it was really bad good, if that makes any sense. Like 80s kind of puppetry. I think Frank Oz was involved in that one. Or not Frank Oz. Actually, I think Frank Oz was too for some of the voices, but Jim Henson, I think he was involved with that one too, but I really liked Return to Oz. I saw it when I was really young, and I'm like, why is Dorothy different? And then it brought like the whole psychology aspect into it, and the old insane asylums, how they would call them, sick houses. And the, I think all that is so fascinating with psychology and just the development over the years. I'm totally geeking out, but the old treatments they used to use was electric shock therapy, and oh, it's so cool. But I really liked Return to Oz. And that series, that book series, I only know of those 2 books in it, though. I didn't know there was more than that. Everybody's is great, and the actor, yes, they got a bunch of really good actors for that movie. The series is free in Kindle. See, I have to have someone read to me. I'm always doing something, and so I have to have someone read to me, or else I can't read them. So if they're on Audible, which they probably are, honestly, these books have been around a while, and it's the same with Alice Through the Looking Glass. Those books are good. Those books are really good. But I think I am going to head out, because I did tell Eric that we were taking this day off together and that I was going to spend some time with him. So I'm going to go, and hopefully I'll finish my mitts. Check out my Vlogmas if you haven't been watching it, if you want to see more puppy content and to see my knitting progress on these. And yeah, this has been fun. This has been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. I miss interactions, so this is fantastic. And I really would love to do more of these. And I know I said at the beginning of everything that went on this year that I was going to, but then a lot of people wanted to start knitting. And so things got really busy for the rest of the year. So I'm hoping now having Eric will help a lot, and I can get back on here and do a lot more lives with you guys, because I miss y'all. And most of you I've met in person, so I really do miss you guys. But yeah, hopefully we can do another one of these in a few weeks, which would be fantastic. I know me and Tanis Gray want to co-host a holiday knit night at some point on Zoom. So if we end up doing that, I'll let you guys know. It'll be posted on Instagram, so watch out for that. Oh, all the hearts. I think that'd be so much fun. Maybe like a Christmas or a holiday cast on, or everyone get your stuff and we'll cast on at the same time, so everyone's counting their stitches and no one talks for like 2 minutes, and then we can all start talking. Let's see. Paula Braxton's witch books are also amazing. The narrator is fantastic. That will make or break it for me, so that's good to know. Megan what am I doing? Sienna Deutsch has a Dowser series that is good as well. Okay. I'm gonna have to look that up. Holiday Knit Night would be so great. I think that would be so much fun. And hopefully it wouldn't be like on any of the big days, so not the 22nd, not the 24th or 5th, but maybe before New Year's or something like that, or I don't know. We'll have to see. But hopefully we can do that, because I know we all need that interaction and have all that fun. And I'm missing my update. Good thing they're automatic. But I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night and a fantastic weekend. And hopefully you got some of your knitting done during this. I actually think I knit a little too far, so not gonna rip back. Mom, I love you. These are totally for you. I'm going to adapt these and make them just a little bit longer. So, okay, I hope you guys have a great night and enjoy the rest of your weekend and get those knits done. But if you can't, don't. Words of wisdom to live by. But I will see you guys next time, and I'll see you on Vlogmas. Bye!